What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's workout video in which I will be covering Captain America. Now, for some of you, Captain America might be your favourite hero because he is definitely my favourite. He's my favourite Avenger at least, or you might not like him at all because I know some people think he's a bit naff, but I think we can all agree that Chris Evans, as well as the comic book character, as well as the comic book character, Captain America, have great physiques. In order to make today's workout as accurate as possible, I've looked into how Chris Evans worked in preparation for the Captain America role, as well as taking into account, maybe what Captain America would do himself, although obviously we're not going to be lifting 5-ton vehicles or throwing motorbikes.
Just slipped out.
Now, Evans has stated on multiple occasions that in order to get into the Captain America shape, he followed a traditional bodybuilding approach to get there, which consisted of strength training, which would be low reps of around 2 to 6, so probably 4, of heavy weights, followed by then hypertrophy reps to develop the muscles, which would be around the 8 to 12 rep range, so we'll say 10.
The training we worked on was just weight training, getting big, which was difficult.
Yeah.
Evans also stated that at the beginning of every workout, he would either do a plyometric circuit consisting of different exercises, or he would perform sprints. And the reason for this is that it supposedly elevates your heart rate so that it stays within the fat burning zone for the entirety of the rest of the workout. So he was very likely out of breath before he even got to the strength training phase of it. Evans also said that he actively avoided cardio, and the reason for this was that it was very detrimental to his goal of gaining weight and putting on size. Now, it's not to say that you shouldn't do cardio if you want to bulk up, but you do have to take into account that the more cardio you do, the more calories you're going to burn. So if you're trying to bulk up personally, you there, just make sure you're eating enough calories to continue bulking up, because the calories will be getting burnt from the cardio.
Don't say it. Don't you say it. Left. Come on!
So Evans has said that he worked out around 5 to 6 days a week, and that his training split was very, old school bodybuilding approach. It would be like chest and shoulders one day, back the next day, legs, or he would pair them up, so it would be chest and back the one day, etc. like that. So he did train every single muscle in his body. For the sake of this workout though, we're going to really focus on bringing up the back, the shoulders and the chest, as well as the arms. The reason for this is because Chris Evans is known as the human Dorito.
The good news is we've got food here because the human Dorito is in the house, but we've also got...
You are delicious, by the way.
Oh, wicked!
That's exactly what I thought you'd taste like.
What this basically means is he's got that classic V-taper that many of the old school era bodybuilders would have aspired to have, or well, they did have. And the reason he's got that is because, number one, he has good genetics. So essentially his waist stays very slim whilst his upper half grows outwards. And number two, he's got heavily developed lats, chest and shoulders. They give that appearance of a Dorito, essentially. So for the sake of this workout, we're going to really focus on the physical attributes that you can initially see of Captain America, which is that V shape. We'll also throw a little bit of conditioning in there to start with, and we will really develop the arms because Cap has got those big guns. As I'm sure some of you are aware, I've actually hurt my arm, so I'm unable to actually perform upper body exercises myself. So my friend Sean here, whose Instagram link I'm going to put on the screen now, he's going to cover today's workout and perform it for me. So thanks, Sean, for covering me. He does a good job, as you'll see, so let's get this workout underway. Okay, so as previously mentioned, Evans said that he would start off his workouts with either a plyometric circuit or sprints. So we're starting this one out with just a few minutes of sprints. So what you've got to do is 10 to 15 seconds of sprinting, followed by a rest period interval, and just repeat. So I myself usually wouldn't do this. I would probably save it for the end of the workout, but Chris's trainer insisted that it keeps your heart rate elevated for that fat burning level. So this is what he would have done. Okay, so the first weighted exercise we have is a bench press. Remember that Chris would have prioritized his compound lifts and that he prioritized them using strength training. So for these ones, it is 4 sets of 4 reps. You want a heavy enough weight that you can only manage around 4 reps. As it's strength training, and after sprints, take as much rest as you need in between sets. So the next exercise is more focused on actually building and developing muscle as opposed to strength. So we're going to remain within the hypertrophy rep scheme of 8 to 12 reps. So we actually did 10 reps, well, Sean did, for 3 sets with 1 minute 30 rest in between.
This year, Tesco is celebrating 100 years of great value. So, we're giving you hundreds of great deals with prices that take you back. At Cadbury Dairy Milk Giant.
So the next exercise is weighted dips. Chris Evans said that him and his trainer combined bodyweight exercises with weights to increase the resistance and make the exercises a little bit more difficult and challenging. So this exercise is for 8 reps and for 3 to 4 sets with 1 minute 30 rest in between. The next exercise is a lat pulldown, and this is also for 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps with 1 minute 30 rest in between. As well as weighted dips, Evan said that he did weighted pull-ups. So I would also implement these into a workout, although I doubt he would have done them in the same workout, as that is probably quite taxing, especially after, you know, strength training at the beginning. So the final exercise, which is going to be a superset, and we are focusing on the arms here because Captain America has those big guns. And Sean's actually doing a similar position here to Cap pulling the helicopter, which is cool. But yeah, so we're going to superset overhead cable curls, followed up by some single arm cable push downs for the triceps. So this is going to be for 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. 10 to 12 in total for the cable curls, and then 10 on each side of the single arm rope push downs, and you want no longer than 1 minute 30 rest in between.
Don't be ridiculous. Yakult is made by Japanese scientists and
Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Sorry that I couldn't perform it myself. Hopefully I've recovered in time for the next one, which will be, drop a comment below and decide.